Said I'll meet with your approval this morning. The guys have come and the guys have went, except for Morris, who's waiting here on the bench. Last in the kitchen area, but not least. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Hello. Hi, sweet boy. Well, Don's been right busy this morning. He's already been up to the sign. Everything he did yesterday is great, but I printed some, they're actually closet rod holders, but we're going to use them to permanently mount, or better mount, the solar lights up there. Stephanie wanted us to do that too. I told her I had an idea, and anyway, I printed them last night. They fit. Don just sprayed them, and he'll go put them on later after he's had his coffee. They need to dry. They need to dry anyway. And like I said, well, there's Marty. Hey, bud. Marty and Stripe are here, and all are good this morning. And right now, it doesn't feel too bad out here. Well, I haven't seen a hummingbird in the last week. Doesn't mean they weren't here. And I've got the fresh nectar, sugar water. Hopefully, they're all doing good. Made it where they're supposed to go. And this is probably the last time I'll refresh it. Probably. But if there's even a chance that one hummingbird on its way south could need sugar water, then, you know, I want to make sure they have something here in our yard. So I'm out here one more time. It gets a little gunky. But yeah, I'm putting it back up. Thank goodness this all looks good. You know, every morning I come out, and as much as the deer have been in the yard lately, I don't see anything eaten or anything important eaten. I am relieved. Coming around here just to look at my camellia. You can see there's a lot more flowers. And this tree's looking better since we took the crooked holly that was leaning over top of it down, because the holly leaves, when they would shed and, you know, put out new leaves, the leaves coming down would really damage the soft camellia leaves, and it didn't look so good, but it looks much better this year. Everybody followed me down. I've got Stripe at my feet too. Hi, boys. Hi. Hello. Hi. Here's the poor butterfly bush after I trimmed it yesterday. But it'll look beautiful again next year, and hopefully the pink one that I planted at the bottom will blend in with the white, and it'll be pretty showy. We were starting to get low in the creek, but with the rain we had this last week, it kind of filled it back up. I never saw it dry this year, and most years it goes dry for part of the year, so there's still plenty of water down that way also. But of course, here in front of the gnome home is where it's a little higher, and so it doesn't tend to sit there. Stripey. Stripey. I'm not letting him go far. Stripey, come here. Stripey, come here. Well, Marty's on the trail. You know, they go where Stripe goes, and Stripe's not going up the driveway. I'm going to grab him. Stripe's not happy. He's under my left arm. He's heavy, so you know walking with him is not, it's not trivial, especially up the hill. Stripey! Oh, Stripey! I dropped him around by the back porch and petted on him for a minute. And then He declined to come inside with me, so I'm just seeing if he'll run around, get some exercise. Stripey! Stripe! You know how he runs to Mama. Oh my goodness, there's Marty and Morris are still out there racing across the front yard. There goes Morris. Wow. They can be fast, much faster than you usually see them on film sleeping, but they do get fast. There you are. You gonna come visit me? Come on up the stairs. Come on, buddy. Come on. You coming? There you are. Hi. Not as fast as sometimes. Hey, bud. Yeah, he said them stairs is no problem for me, Mom. I couldn't take it. This was the only place I hadn't cleaned up, and it's cleaned now. Hi, Gray. Hey. How are you? You good? Mom might have made your bowl just a little full this morning. You won't be hungry. You won't be hungry.
All right, it's all done. Marianne printed these ABS brackets this morning. We didn't have yellow on the printer. We took it off, so she used that green. I sprayed them with UV paint protectant, and of course the wood isn't level or anything, but I shimmed it up with what I had here. But I think it's gonna look really nice. We'll have to see if it really lights up at night.
All right, Don and I are down here by the bridge, and we came down here to print this hardy hibiscus, and I think it's going to do fine. There's really nice dirt. It's just always a little wet. We also took a minute here to clean up the creek bed area. This is Orem. They're coming right along. I got tags to print.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to have to put the yellow ABS back on because I got tags to print.
Yes, ma'am. Can do.
There's just digging, huh?
There's just she asked me, is this bad digging? I said, nah, it's not bad digging. For this to be bad digging, there'd have to be good digging. And there is no such thing as good digging. There's just digging.
This tree that we moved earlier in the year from that big pot by the water bowl for the cats over there, you know, straight out the back door, it is doing great. And got all these berries on it. We planted the Leland cypress and the elderberry that we moved from the spot where we just put Orem up here along the property line. And there's a piece of beautyberry up there and a piece of forsythia up here, and hopefully this is a catalpa thing that's going to get huge. This right here. So that's something also. And then, you know, volunteer nandina. I don't need any more of them. They're basically invasive too, that thing in front of me with the berries. But, you know, I don't want stilt grass up here or privet, but other things taken over is fine. I'm taking a short break, and I want you to know that I see a hummingbird in front of me on this red salvia spikes eating. Been there for a while. Maybe you can see him. So, it's good I put out fresh nectar today. And I'm glad I still have these nice red flowers for them too. It's about 4:15. Don went and got the weed eater out, get rid of some of that silk grass. I guess technically it's just over the property line, but it's this side of the guy's wood pile, not for firewood, but where he, you know, when he cut down the trees, he just sort of piled it up near the property line. Anyway, Don's getting the silk grass down there, and then there's some on the far corner of the garage over there. Next up for me is I need to put this really cool variegated hydrangea in the ground, and I think I'm going to plant it like right here. It's doing good. It likes a lot of shade. It's doing good over here. I think that'd be a good spot for it. That one looks like a pretty slow grower. So that hydrangea ended up out there. Here, I'll walk closer. Time just wore out. I walked all over the yard with it, and it was either too close to the septic, too compacted soil, couldn't dig it, or too wet down by the creek. This dirt here was great. There's very few roots and no rocks and not too wet. So I'm hoping that's gonna be a nice spot for it. And of course it's here not far from some of the other stuff we planted and in the area of where we, you know, made things look nice for new trees. And then, you know, we planted the one maple, the elderberry, and the Leland cypress all up that way, which I showed you. But when my dirt gets here, and it's coming Tuesday, so that means Wednesday planting. Fireball is going here, and English Town is going here. In the pots, where I have them. I just don't have enough dirt to do that right now, or I would. I've watered them. And yeah, that's what I decided to do for now. Put in a little pot with proper good draining soil. They can always go in the ground, or they can always be moved to a new location. I didn't really want to leave them over here on the cement because it's too cold in the wintertime. There's one over here, and I'm probably going to move it into the middle of the lily garden. And then I'll probably move it back over after the cold has passed. Dawn did good. That looks much better. I just carried the last debris pile up here. And the reason why we put it up here is it's got the seeds from the painter's palette. And we want that to get established up here. Anything's better than stilt grass. So Dawn's over there, the other side of the garage, doing similar to what he did here, which is awesome. I really appreciate it. So we've had a legitimate bug with Alexa Plus today. It has nothing to do with the new Echo Show 15. We have several routines where we say things like, A, turn on garden for 10 minutes, and that was working flawlessly. It would turn on the garden for 10 minutes, and then it would turn garden off. And Dawn does pump. Pump is the thing that gives us instant hot water in the kitchen. Turn on the pump for 30 minutes in the morning or something, and then it goes off. And she's trying to create a routine and a one-time automation routine. She thinks she's getting a command to go create a routine instead of actually issue a command with a parameter type thing. Anyway, Dawn and I have both reported it, but it's all you can do is give feedback. I don't know that you can do a bug report. I want to do a bug report. I need this fixed like yesterday. Got ice cream churning out there.
Yeah, I know. I hear it.
Yeah, so I really want to be able to differentiate between, hey, Amazon, I'm having a problem, a bug, something's not working that used to work. You've broke something.
Yeah.
Versus I wish you would beef this function up, or I wish you would add this function or enhance it or mod. You know, there's a difference. And we used to track that. We used to track like actual, we've blown an old process that worked out of the water is much more severe than.
Oh, yeah, you don't want those.
Yeah, I don't like where you have the field on the new field where you placed it. I don't like that. you know, is sort of like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, well, we'll consider one, and I guess we better get up our, you know what, pretty quick and go fix the other. But apparently you don't have that option here with the
Only feedback.
A plus program. It's just all considered big, goes to the big feedback bucket in the sky.
Yeah.